Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 15 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 15-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Cat Chat with Matt Logie and Tricia Binford, presented by Montana's Rib and Chop House. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Hello, and welcome live to Montana's Rib and Chop House for Cat Chat. All right, another great crowd we got here for us today. First and foremost, everybody in the house hearing us all right? Sounding good and sounding good? All right, that's what we like to see as we get into a heck of a week of Bobcat basketball. It was only 2 total games, but boy, they were memorable games for sure, which we will get into here in just a second. Our player guests today are Seth Amunrud and Teagan Erickson. They're both here today. Yeah, we're going to talk to a couple of Class C stars out of the state of Montana. Excited to talk to both of them today. We will talk to head women's coach Tricia Binford in a little bit as well. But first, I get to say hello to head men's coach Matt Logie. Coach, how we doing? How we feeling?
Doing well. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, it is a happy Tuesday. Boy, oh boy, what a sensational Saturday it was over the hill in Missoula with a pair of wins this weekend against the Grizzlies. And that means the combination of football, men's basketball, and women's basketball are all 6-0, and each one of them got a win in Missoula this year. So certainly something to be celebrated. Very, very cool. And frankly, I'm sure there are a number of Bobcat fans out there that maybe felt like they would never see a day like that or a season like that. But we certainly have it in. And, Coach, I'm sure just in general for your guys coming off that kind of mini bye week, being able to get out there and perform like that, that had to be a real sweet moment for your team and your squad.
Yeah, it was exciting. Obviously, great opportunity for us to complete the regular season sweep there, and I thought our guys had just a terrific week of preparation coming off the previous weekend home split. Had some great individual meetings, film sessions, kind of got some things squared away, and then really just attacked the week at hand, getting ready for Montana.
So Montana State on the men's side now sitting at 9-4. That is 2 games back of Portland State, which still has to travel through the Treasure State. And then, of course, on the women's side, they are sitting at 11-2, 1 game back of first place. So very much in the thick of things for a regular season Big Sky title. And we're about 2.5, 3 weeks away from the Big Sky tournament in Boise, which is shaping up to be one of the more anticipated tournaments here with just how even this league is. But we could talk about that another time. And, Coach, let's just go ahead and dive right into this ball game against Montana and kind of work our way through it. You know, you and Brian Preby on the radio broadcast said the exact same thing. You got to come out with energy and aggressiveness in an environment and a game like that. And the guy who really embodied that was Pat McMahon in those first couple of minutes.
Yeah, I thought he got us off to a really good start. You know, when he's aggressive, that attitude is infectious for our guys. And, he came out aggressive in the first couple plays of the game, got to his spots, and hit a couple threes early. And I thought, we knew going in that we needed to be active and create turnovers, and you can't do that by being passive. So setting that tone was really important.
Well, and this was really just a 3-point contest to kind of start this game. Their big man, Montana's big man, Teagan Sawyer, he's a great player. But were you expecting that guy to go out there and hit as many threes as he did? I mean, he was looking like Steph Curry as a center.
Well, he's a good shooting big man. I think, while he had shown the capability of making threes, usually when he had made his threes this year, they had been kind of corner-spaced, floor-spacing threes. He hadn't done as much of it on a pick-and-pop, ball screen pop situation. And he hit us for 2 of those early, which, was something that, we had to adjust to in-game. But at the end of the day, when you get their starting 5-man to take 10 three-pointers, that means he's not down low attacking the paint, attacking the rim. And so, we were able to dictate where their shots came from, and I'm not sure that, having him shoot 10 threes over the course of the entire game, even though he made 4 of them, was how their whole deal's designed.
Right, yeah. If you can get guys in that type of position, that's kind of what you're trying to do, because somebody's going to be taking a shot at the end of most possessions. So it was really a lot of fun to watch Pat McMahon and just being a senior step up and put that performance on at the start of this game. I also felt like we saw Chris Hodges with as much touch in this game as we have seen all season. He had 10 points. He went 5 of 5 from the field, and he just looked incredibly confident in this one.
Yeah, and that was what our meeting with him last week was all about. You know, when he plays with confidence and aggression, he's shown the capability to be a real difference maker, you know, for our team. And you know, when you come through the process that he has in his 5-year career, you know, being on the scout team, being a backup, a role player, it's easy to forget, you know, kind of what that alpha inside of you was when you got recruited originally. And so we're still pulling that out of Chris, and he was able to come up in one of our biggest moments with one of his best performances.
Yeah, it was really awesome to see, and it was one of those things where he finally took some of those shots that I'm sure you guys have been asking him to, and just sticking in the post, too. I mean, as soon as he would go off the floor, Jaden Stepp comes in, and Jaden looked as comfortable and in control as we've seen him all year. 15 points, 7 of 10 from the field, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Man, what a joy it was to watch Jaden play the way he did.
Yeah, both of our fives played tremendous. I mean, when you combine the two, you're talking about a position that went 12 for 15 with 25 points and I think 5 rebounds between the two of them. For Jaden, that was such a huge step for him in his development and, you know, in being in big moments that we're going to continue to have during his career here, and just keeping things very sound and simple and fundamental. Because he has a lot of different talents, and so just being able to streamline those and make those really efficient and functional has been, you know, kind of what we've been working with him and he was able to do it when it counted big time.
Yeah, well, you know, when you guys had recruited him, and we kind of talked about this with him last week, but when you had recruited him, I mean, how much were you expecting to see him at a center spot? Obviously, Waka is out right now, but how much were you expecting to have to use some of that kind of 5-center type skill set in the post like that?
Well, it was something that I thought, you know, we all thought added value to him as a piece to this puzzle. You know, it's not his primary position. It's probably not, you know, how he views himself. But that's the beauty of this team. This is a group that really doesn't care who gets the credit. Doesn't matter what it looks like. They know what our team identity is supposed to look like, and they really care about one another. And so, you know, when Waka went down with his deal, you know, we had enough reps in the summer and fall preparing Jaden for the, you know, event of, you know, somebody getting injured or devastating foul trouble or whatnot, where you've got to go a little bit smaller at the 5. And so it wasn't something we hadn't talked about, but he's really leaned into it, and it's, I think, simplified things for him in a really positive way.
All right, so that kind of covers the story, I would say, of about 19 minutes and about 55 seconds of the first half. We do got to get to a break. When we come back, we'll cover that final 5 seconds.
You want me to block your shot first?
You're starting to give it away now, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll talk about those last 5 seconds and then into the second half as well on Cat Chat, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, President of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company. Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Live at Montana's Rib and Chop House for Cat Chat. Keaton Gillogly alongside head men's coach Matt Logie, and we're talking about the one-game week, but boy, what a one game it was. An 82-71 win against Montana to complete the season sweep. And Coach, we talked about the first 19 minutes and 55 seconds of this game, but you go into that final possession of that first half. Bobcats up by 1, 19 seconds left. You can kind of, I don't know, for me at least, you could just feel how big of a possession that was in the entire scope of the season when you've got these two teams tied for second place, all that goes into it. And it looked like Teagan Sawyer was going to have an absolute free path to the rim with a big-time dunk, and Jeremiah Davis, with one of the great defensive plays of the year, got up and knocked it away. That was one of the coolest moments of the year for sure.
Yeah, it was an incredible effort play by Jeremiah. He's got, really a signature play in each Cat Grizz game. Yeah. Now he's got the one here at home where he dove from behind to sell out and get the tip ball and led to a fast break, and I think Seth hit a three there, and then to finish the half. That was a big part of the story of our games against the Grizz last year. They went on big runs the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of each half. And so, this year we were able to finish the half really well here. Seth hit a shot right at the buzzer there to give us a point lead, and Jeremiah's block just, to see that play and see how he, saw a teammate in need and stepped up to cover his bases was big time.
He had that play. He knocked down a couple of threes.
Big threes.
Yeah, it looked like he was actually getting a little chirped by some of the courtside seats as well, which is going to happen. You're going to get some of that. But it kind of felt like he's one of those guys where if you start, chirping at him a little bit, that's going to kind of turn him on and get him really going.
Yeah, he's a temperature gauge sometimes for our team with his energy and his smile, his just. Enthusiasm. And so when he makes plays and gets the crowd going at home, I know it brings a lot of juice to our team. So he doesn't shy away from that environment on the road a little bit at all either.
Yeah, well, that's good to see. It did feel like I saw him turn and look back at some of those fans who, of course, the fans, if they get that acknowledgement, that is kind of what they want.
Well, he was probably just saying thank you for them congratulating him on a nice shot.
Yeah,
so.
That's what it was. Okay, good. Well, we're happy to have some friendly voices in maroon over there. So that protects the 1-point lead at halftime. You go into the second half, and really you guys came out and kind of blitzed them there for those first handful of possessions and even forced them into a timeout.
Yeah, had a great start. I think Pat got the ball inside there, and Chris scored, I think, early in the half, and we're able to build a little 7-9 point advantage and build some momentum. Both teams were playing really good offensively in the first half. It was going to come down to kind of which team could get some stops in a row, and I thought we got what we call a kill there early in the second half, which is three defensive stops in a row, and when you can couple that with 2 or 3 baskets in that time frame, that's how you make runs.
Watching Hodges, watching Stepp in this game as they continue to show stuff in the second half as too. I was really just struck with remembering like a John Olmstead's story here in your first year, and just watching all of the post development we've now seen over these last 3 years. I know Coach Payne works with a lot of the posts as well, but it's been a lot of fun to watch how some of your post players have continued to improve over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I think our staff has done a tremendous job. Our assistant coaches are, broken up by position group. Coach Bishop does the point guards, Coach Scholl does the wings, and Coach Payne does the front court guys. And, you can point to amazing success stories in every one of those groups during our time here. Obviously, Jed Miller is the one that jumps to mind here. I haven't been with us for 3 years, and seeing where he's at now with his game. Obviously, Pat McMahon's made big jumps, but, you mentioned John Olmstead, Robert Ford that first year. Each made big jumps, and I think we're starting to see that with guys like Chris and Jaden, where, their best basketball should be at the end of the season with us. It's the first time they've kind of gone through the entire journey. And we don't take our foot off the gas of player development during the season. I think a lot of teams get into the season from November to March, and they start focusing on games and scouts and opponents. And, one of the ways your team can improve the most, besides, defensive X's and O's or offensive X's and O's, is the players get better. And so we really don't forget that part, from November to March, because that's a big chunk of the year as well.
Yeah, well, one of the guys who's continuing to get better also is Christian King, who had a double-double in this game. 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, had a key offensive rebound late. Didn't lead to points, but allowed you guys to burn off basically a whole minute off the clock kind of late in this game. And I thought it was really a lot of fun to watch the way King was progressing on the boards in this one.
Yeah, that's been huge for us. It's been a challenge we've put before him. It's part of the way, he needs to grow and round out his game. He's obviously, known as more of a scorer and shooter. But, guys like that, that have his size and are on the floor as much as he is, have a responsibility to rebound the ball well, especially the way that we defend and switch. And so, it's been great to see him step up in that category.
All right, so we kind of talked about all of that. We're going to talk to Seth Amunrud in a little bit, and even at this point, we still have not yet talked about the guy who led the team in scoring, which was Jed Miller, who had 19 points. He went 5 assists, 1 turnover, 3 rebounds, and look, it's not like he's been shooting the way he did for those 3 games, but very few people will. And it was fun to see him kind of watch everybody else get going, and then he had that big 4-point play, kind of put Money Williams on skates there a little bit to get him in, and at the end of the day, it was still Jed Miller knocking down some late big-time shots.
Yeah, Jed's playing great basketball, and, I don't expect anybody to shoot 75% from 3 for more than a couple weeks at a time. The math is going to math eventually, but, his moxie, his confidence, his ability to understand when our team needs to get settled down and get a bucket and go make that happen has been really, really impressive, and that's what great point guards do. He continues to just level up and raise his game as the team continues to need more.
Yeah, and what a cool through line as well during this kind of golden decade of Bobcat basketball with, Xavier Bishop helping this Bobcat team get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time in many, many years. And then you've got Darius Brown, which was a guy who was in front of Jed Miller and helped carry this team to another championship. And then watching Rob Ford go out and do what he did. And now it's Jed Miller's turn with Xavier Bishop on the bench. I mean, yeah, you need great card play if you want to win championships.
Yeah, it's really undefeated, and I think that's been a huge improvement area for our team this year, is just having a designated leader in that spot that can be an extension of our coaching staff. And, obviously he's got a great attitude and great relationships with his teammates, and that really has helped kind of build the network of our culture that we want this thing to look like. And, it makes my job a lot easier as a head coach when you can entrust all of those different things to your point guard.
All right, I got 2 more things for you. First, after the game when we were talking to you on the post-game radio show, when we were kind of asking about this game and how you get through this and how you do what you're doing, your first answer was talking about attitude, the attitude of this team. How did that attitude get instilled in this team? Where does that come from, and how did you get this thing instilled within this group?
Well, I think a lot of it goes back to the families that these kids are from, the questions that we asked and bringing this group together. We're very pointed and very intentional in terms of making sure that we got the right people on the bus. And when you get the right people on the bus that want to be a part of something that's bigger than themselves, that don't care necessarily who gets the credit all the time, and are really committed to the game of basketball, special things like this can happen. And over the course of my head coaching career, I've been very fortunate to have great groups of people, great staffs, great players, as well as continuity. And in these last 3 years, with all the changes around the college landscape, there have been a lot more variables that get added to the equation. And so getting that perfect every year is difficult, but it's been very refreshing to see that what we learned from those processes, the first two roster construction cycles, we were able to really hit the nail on the head with this year, and I think that will help guide, hopefully how we make those decisions in the future moving forward.
No doubt. It's good insight. All right, well, let's look ahead for this next weekend, presented by Vance Thompson Vision at Weber State on Thursday night, at Idaho State on Saturday. So for this Weber State game Thursday night, going to be another big one. Obviously, that last time you guys faced them, got the win, but that was when Davian Brown got hurt, and that was just such an emotional night in that ball game overall. But in general, what are you looking for in a matchup at Weber?
Well, Weber's a really good basketball team. They're coming off a weekend in which they probably played some of their best basketball and some of their worst basketball in the same 48-hour span. They jumped out on Idaho. Were up 38-13 at one point in the first half, and then kind of had the reverse of that happen to them against Eastern Washington. They've got a point guard in Teagan Sane, who is playing at an all-conference level. And they're very, very physical inside, and they're very, very aggressive defensively and turn you over. So it's going to be a great battle. It's a place historically, outside of Montana that's one of our biggest rivals, one of the hardest quote-unquote places to go on the road and play. And so we know the challenge before us and the opportunity before us is huge. Obviously, having one win over them under our belt gives us an opportunity to get a sweep and really hold some real estate in the standings. So it's always about the process and not the result, but we've done the process well enough to date to create some really cool opportunities for ourselves, and I think our guys understand where we're at in the race.
Yeah, well, the process was about as fun as it could be last Saturday, and Coach, we appreciate all the time and the insight on this thing, and thanks for a sweep against those guys this year.
Thank you, guys.
All
Go
right.
Cats.
That's Coach Logie. We've got Seth Amunrud joining us after this timeout, but first a break. This is Cat Chat presented by Learfield.
Hey, Bobcat fans. Want to make a real difference in the lives of Montana State student-athletes? The Bobcat Collective is your chance to do just that. By joining as a member or becoming a business partner, you're directly supporting our athletes through NIL opportunities, helping them succeed both on and off the field. Whether you're an individual looking to become a member or a business ready to partner with us, every contribution empowers our Bobcats to reach their full potential. Visit BobcatCollective.com to learn more and sign up today. Together, we can elevate our athletes and the entire Bobcat community. Go Cats, go!
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
We are back live at Montana's Ribbon Shop House for Cat Chat. We remind you that Universal Athletics is a proud partner of Montana State Athletics and Bobcat Basketball. I'm Keaton Gillogly, joined now by Seth Amunrud. Seth, how we doing? How we feeling, man?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm glad to be here and thankful all of you guys are here. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Always nice. Always a friendly and familiar crowd that we get here, although I guess it's all kind of a friendly and familiar crowd for you coming back home, right?
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I love being a Bobcat. I love being back home here.
Yeah, no doubt. So you went to Manhattan Christian, but do you claim Bozeman as your hometown, or?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, Bozeman's my hometown.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
I know it's a little bit over there, but
yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure we have that right on the air, so we can have that going for you. But yeah, you are back home. Haven't had to get out of this state for basketball, which is cool too. But for you, just overall, man, I want to start on that Jeremiah Davis block. I mean, you got to see it. What it was like for you guys as players to see a play like that in a moment like that in a game like that.
Yeah, I mean that was an incredible play. Honestly, what Coach Logie didn't say is that play started with a mistake from me that led to him being open, but Jeremiah really saved me on that one, and that was an incredible play.
Yeah. Okay. So you get a little bit of an assist to Jeremiah, like, hey, you wouldn't even have made that play if it weren't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave him the opportunity.
Yeah. There you go. No, it's okay. I mean, look, these are the things that happen, and that's kind of the how you guys all pick each other up. It doesn't really matter who's making the play as you go through this thing. And I do think it's interesting that, Coach Logie has mentioned it. A lot of the guys have mentioned about wanting to bring the right guys in and asking pointed questions. I want to know what it was like from your perspective. I mean, did you feel like you were kind of getting grilled and like in a job interview as you were here on some visits and figuring out what you were doing?
Yeah, a little bit. It was really good visit for sure. Just seeing what the coaches were all about here and what they were trying to build in this program. I mean, they talked about that all throughout the recruiting process of the attitude and the culture that they were trying to build. And so being able to see that was really good for me to be like, yeah, this is definitely something that I want to be a part of.
Right. Well, and you had 2 Class C state championships here in Montana. You obviously had a lot of success at Dawson Community College before you got over here. So did you feel like you kind of knew what it was supposed to look like from a championship culture at all?
It definitely helped, like being part of those Manhattan Christian teams and very successful teams at Dawson too. Seeing like what it takes to win from all the coaches and the players involved. Just seeing the winning culture, the work ethic that it takes, and so seeing all those definitely helped.
Now, Montana State wasn't actually going to be your first official stop coming out of Dawson, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep. Yeah, I'd actually signed with the University of Denver before my sophomore season at Dawson, and then things didn't quite work out there. Their coach.
They had a coaching change.
There, and so Yep, ended up at Montana State, which I'm really thankful for.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're all very thankful for it as well, especially for you as a guy who had his red shirt taken off. I mean, we talk about all of these injuries, all of this adversity. You weren't playing there those first handful of games or whatever it was. So what was it like for you when you're kind of seeing some of these great players drop like flies, and coaching staff? Is it the coaching staff coming to you, or you going to the coaching staff saying, hey, it seems like kind of need you right now?
Yeah, it was definitely the coaching staff. Just kind of talked about that I was going to redshirt just because we had kind of gotten a rotation going and players were playing really well, and so just at the time it made sense to redshirt. And then with some of these unfortunate injuries, then coaches were coming to me and like, hey, it's time to go now. And so it's kind of a crazy short week there, like right before St. Thomas. Like playing scout team on Monday and then being told on Tuesday, like the day before the game, that I'm going to be playing. And so just a crazy mindset change and getting ready for that. But it was a really fun experience, and I was grateful for it.
Yeah, so it was like right before that St. Thomas game back in December. I think that was December 8th. So it was like right before that game.
Yeah, right. Like the day before was when I was told that I was going to be playing in that. And so, yep. Went from scout team on Monday and then had practice on Tuesday and ready for the game on Wednesday.
Right, boy, and were you ready too? Boy, out onto the floor, put up the 16 points. Yeah, nailed a couple of threes. Man, oh man, what did that feel like after all that buildup and everything that went into getting there?
That was fun, honestly. Like,
I think it was fun for everybody here too.
It was just fun. Kind of always a dream to be able to play for the Bobcats in Bozeman, in my hometown, and so getting the chance to go out on that floor and hit some shots, like it was really fun. Just having all Bozeman behind me in the crowd, it was a really fun experience.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you said your parents grew up Montana State fans. You did too, as well, right?
Yep. Yeah, my parents actually they both went to Montana State. Kind of met through college group and at church, and both went to Montana State, and so I grew up a Bobcat fan.
Yeah. So how many games were you going to as you were growing up?
When I was young, I definitely went to some games. As I got older, like my brothers had their high school basketball games, and I had mine. So kind of busyness. I didn't get to go to as many, but it was kind of at least one or two every year, and quite a few when I was younger.
So how many Cat Grizz games had you gone to before that first one you played in back in January?
I believe that was my first Cat Grizz. Yeah, the one I played in January. So that was a neat experience.
Yeah, did you have some nerves going into that? Like, hey, this is my first Cat Grizz that I've even ever been to live. Like, what is it actually going to be like?
It was definitely exciting. Just like being from Montana, like I knew what this rivalry meant to the state, and just to everybody in the state. Like it's the game that really matters, and so having a chance to play in that, I was really excited for it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, and then you get to do it over there in Missoula as well. What's it like going to the hostile territory and not only go in but win? I mean, I can only imagine from your perspective as a player to walk into a place like that, to silence the maroon, but also to have the Bobcat blue and gold kind of echo over that silence as well.
Yeah, for sure. We had quite a few fans there, which was awesome. But yeah, going into Missoula, it's going to be a little bit of a hostile environment, and they're going to have a good crowd, and most of the crowd's going to be against you, and so being able to go out there and get that win was awesome. And then hearing like the Bobcat fans that were there was awesome as well.
Yeah.
Seeing kind of Bobcat take over.
So cool. What a great moment. I'm glad you were able to be a part of that. Being a Bobcat fan growing up, but then, going off to Dawson, that sort of thing, as Montana State made that three-peat to the NCAA tournament. How much were you following that? I mean, how were you following that? It had to be kind of a cool thing. Like, really, first time in your life, Montana State basketball was having that kind of success.
Yeah, I was really cool. I remember, I was at Dawson those years, but I was definitely watching, like, conference tournaments and when they made it to March and seeing those games and the players that they had there. Like, it was a really cool experience, for sure. And it was fun watching those teams and really cool seeing Bobcat basketball get back to that level, because like you said, it had been a little bit of time before that, but seeing them go 3 years in a row was awesome.
Yeah, well, and Xavier Bishop being one of the guys to help get this thing over the hump early, and now he's on the staff as well, working with guards. You're a guard as well. What's it like working with Xavier Bishop these days?
It's fun. He's a really fun guy, and obviously he's got got a lot of experience playing at Montana State, so he knows what he's doing, knows what Montana State means, and but yeah, very knowledgeable too, and just a really fun guy to be around. It's fun working out with him.
Yeah, awesome. Well, here we go. We're diving right into this final turn of basketball season. Weber State coming up on Thursday night. What are you looking for against the Wildcats on Thursday?
Yeah, they're a good team, like Coach Logie said. They got some really good shooters, got some good playmakers. I know it's going to be a battle too on the boards. They got strong physical players, good shooters, and we just got to be ready to go for that one.
All right. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. Excited for this stretch run, and I'm sure there's some great moments ahead, Seth.
For sure. Thanks, Keaton.
All right. Seth Amunrud taking a break. When we come back, we turn our attention to women's basketball. This is Cat Chat, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning two-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
We're back at Montana's Ribbon Chop House, getting ready to talk to Teagan Erickson. But first, we remind you that for 39 years, Executive Services has been the printing and mailing experts of the Gallatin Valley, a local family-owned business supporting Bobcat athletics. Printing and mailing done right. Find them online at printmailrelax.com. That's printmailrelax.com. All right, before we talk to Teagan Erickson, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Cat Chat. We are back live at Montana's Ribbon Chop House for Cat Chat. All right, we turn our attention now to Montana State women's basketball, which is sitting at 18-6 overall, 11-2 in Big Sky play after the 72-55 win in Missoula. And one of the players who was a big part of that was Saco native Teagan Erickson. Teagan, how we doing? How we feeling?
Good, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for spending some of your evening with us and talking a little basketball. But I mean, just first and foremost, being a Montana native and getting through these last two games against the Grizzlies, had to be a lot of fun to go over there in Missoula and have that kind of performance.
Absolutely, yeah. So my mom grew up in western Montana, so it was kind of ironic because she was more of a Grizz fan growing up. So
Okay.
like going back to Missoula and getting to play and play for the Cats is just it's been super fun and it's a cool experience, especially as a Montana kid. So.
Yeah, has your mom put all of her maroon away now, especially now that you're wearing the Bobcat blue
Oh,
and
for
gold?
sure. Yep. That's all been donated or given away. So, yep, all blue and gold now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You're the second person in the last 2 weeks. We talked to Jaden Stepp, whose mom also she went to school at Montana.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
now we got her wearing the Bobcat blue and gold in Missoula.
Absolutely.
No, that's good. Well, so if your mom was a Montana fan, obviously during for a long time Montana women's basketball really was the gold standard. But your mom is also a big time basketball person, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she's coached. She coached me all through high school, so big into basketball and a huge reason why I played.
Yeah.
So,
What kind of coach is your mom?
She's intense. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, has some similarities to Coach Ben, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, no, she's great and she's very knowledgeable and just very good with her players. So.
Yeah, so when did you first start to fall in love with basketball? I mean, is this one of the things where as soon as you can kind of walk, you start to learn how to dribble?
Yeah, that pretty much, yeah. Ever since I was little, my mom's always had a passion for coaching, so I always been in the gym. And Saco, such a small town, and there's not a lot to do sometimes, so you're always in the gym. And, yeah, that's definitely a popular thing over there, so.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about Saco for people maybe who haven't gotten up there to that part of this state. What is it like?
Yeah, no, for sure. So Saco is really tiny northeastern town, probably a population of about 150, but a lot of people live out of town. I had a graduating class of 5, so
okay.
With a high school of about 13, so definitely really small. But a great place to grow up, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so, nobody's excluding somebody from the cafeteria table. At that point, everybody's sitting at the same table.
Oh, there's open tables. Yeah.
Yeah. And you grew up on a ranch, right?
I did, yep. I grew up on a ranch 20 miles north of Saco, so, yep.
All right. Did you like the ranch life?
I did. I loved it, yeah. I'm big into outdoors, and so just getting to grow up in that atmosphere is it was awesome.
Yeah. So does that mean you go to the rodeo too when the rodeo team is here in April?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And I'm an animal science major, so got a lot of rodeo friends in that major as well. So definitely love to go to the rodeos and support. And I used to rodeo when I was little too as well. So
okay. What was your event?
Yeah, I did breakaway and goat tying and barrels. You kind of did a little bit of everything. So. Yeah,
that's very, very cool. And you mentioned the animal sciences as well. So what kind of goes into that? I mean, and is it something you want to pursue here after college?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always, I think, especially growing up on a ranch, that's always been an interest of mine. So definitely, yeah, I'm pursuing an animal science degree and then in hopes of getting into vet school and becoming probably a livestock vet more than a small animal vet, but yeah.
Okay, that's a big journey. That is not easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, veterinary school is like one of the most difficult things to get into,
absolutely.
Right?
Yep. So.
All right. And do you have a favorite animal then, or do you just like them all?
They're all great, Yeah, I think, from growing up on a ranch, I think I definitely can work with livestock a little bit better than small animals. Small animals are more like pets, so it's a little harder, when you have to. Do the harder tasks of surgery or whatever it is. So yeah, definitely a little more on the livestock end. So
yeah. So I grew up in the city of Chicago. So ranching is fairly it's not. I'm not used to seeing it or knowing what it is. Are there any big misconceptions about what it's like to be a rancher on a ranch, or just help do all that it is that goes into that?
Yeah. I can't really think of any. I don't know. I think even my teammates think it's crazy, just the process of what it takes to be a rancher. And my dad's a 4th-generation farm rancher, so it's been in our family for a long time. But great way to grow up for me, and yeah, I enjoy it a lot. So
awesome. Well, I'm sure everything is easier when you're not on the ranch. I mean, a ranch day is probably longer than anything you have to do with basketball here.
It is for sure. Yeah, no, there's a lot that goes into it, just like fencing and just the cow work in general is a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, always nice to be here. So off the ranch now and on the hardwood, doing what you're doing at the moment with this team. How do you feel like you're coming along this season in general? Feels like this last game in Montana, too, you really had a huge, just kind of wide impact on this game.
Yeah, like freshman year is always tough. It's your first year out there, and, you got the nerves and everything. So I think sophomore year has been really great for me, just confidence building wise and getting out there. And I had some health issues last year, so it was hard to play through those as well. So just having full health and having my teammates having the confidence in me and having confidence in myself definitely has just helped me improve on both ends of the floor. So
yeah, well, and you're kind of in a similar prototype to a couple of players on this roster, specifically like an Ella Johnson, who was just awesome this week with the 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals, hit 3 threes in this game. Had to be a lot of fun to watch Ella perform the way she did.
Absolutely, I was so happy for Ella. Her mom and her sister traveled so far to come watch her, and she just had a stellar game. So I was just really proud of her and excited to see how well she did. So yeah.
How similar do you feel like with some of your guys' lengths? Are you guys much similar at all, or feel like you're a pretty drastically different player?
Yeah, I think we have quite a few similarities. Ella's very good defensively and offensively. She's definitely improved her game as well. But defensively, I would definitely say she's a little more consistent and a little more solid right now, and that could be another year under her belt for that. But no, she's great on both ends of the floor and definitely someone we can rely on. So
yeah, and how cool is it for you too, just coming out of Class C basketball? I mean, you were a 3-school co-op in high school, but you won a state title. Seth won a state title. I mean, Taylor was in Billings and in Roberts as well. But how cool is it to have Class C basketball Montana kind of have a moment in the Bobcat blue and gold this year?
It's awesome. Class C, we don't get a lot of recognition sometimes, so it's awesome just to, and Coach Binford is great, and they recruit great. We're Montana kids, so, just coming from such a small school and getting to compete at such a big level it's awesome, and it's a great opportunity, and I'm very grateful for it. So,
well, we're all grateful to have you here as we get into the final turn of this season as well. Where is it kind of going for you? Where are you working on things, and what can we expect from you down the stretch of this season?
Yeah, for sure. I think each game we're getting a little bit better, and I think just focusing going 1-0 each game at a time is definitely the biggest focus for us. But we're improving. Getting better at our principles every game, and I hope to see big things at the tournament. So
all right, well, we're all looking forward to it. The tournament is awesome. It's going to be a great experience. Do we have any in-game dunks coming up here anytime soon from you?
I hope so. Yeah, no, it's definitely something I was telling everybody that, like, in the Montana game, it crossed my mind when I got that steal.
Yeah.
But I heard her footsteps behind me, and I get a little nervous, like, as far as, like, the feet goes, wiping my feet out underneath of me. But definitely for sure, if I have an open opportunity, then I mean, why not? So.
All right, well, we're ready to go. I can't wait to hear Daniel's call on your first dunk. We know it's around the corner at the right moment, though. You're not going to force it.
For sure.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, Teagan Erickson from Seikos, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Coach Binford joins us after this timeout. This is Cat Chat presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Hey, Hey, Bobcat fans, want to make a real difference in the lives of Montana State student-athletes? The Bobcat Collective is your chance to do just that. By joining as a member or becoming a business partner, you're directly supporting our athletes through NIL opportunities, helping them succeed both on and off the field. Whether you're an individual looking to become a member or a business ready to partner with us, every contribution empowers our Bobcats to reach their full potential. Visit BobcatCollective.com to learn more and sign up today. Together, we can elevate our athletes and the entire Bobcat community. Go Cats, go!
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
We are back live one final time at Montana's Ribbon Chop House for Cat Chat. Montana's Ribbon Chop House, a proud sponsor of Bobcat Athletics and home to Montana State University's basketball Cat Chat. Keaton Gillogly alongside head women's coach Tricia Binford. Coach, how we doing? How we feeling?
We're doing great. It's great to be here.
Yes, great to be a part of this season and this run and this journey through this year. And boy, what a mile marker this was last Saturday in Montana to get another win over in Missoula. Had to feel good. Anytime you get a win over there, it's got to feel good.
Well, for sure. Matt and I have a lot of fun when we say it's your turn. It's your turn,
yeah.
Right? But I didn't get as drenched as much as he did.
Yeah,
but
he had the whole cooler.
Fall. I did fall, so it was very slick in there. So it's pretty close.
Yeah. How do you feel about the soakings after big wins? I mean, you kind of just got to give into it.
You have to soak. I'm like, it's one of those things. You want to own the state, and it's a fun moment that you'll never forget with your team. So really proud of the kids. They came out and did a great job.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch and fun talking to Teagan Erickson as well. Are you encouraging her to dunk in a game, or do you just want her to play her game and if it comes out?
I'd like her to not get undercut, like she said. So it definitely needs to be the right moment. And I was just telling them our last home game, I thought she was going to dunk when she got a steal, and I actually jumped off out of my seat just in case. I'm like, she does it so easily or naturally. I actually got interviewed about her today with a local reporter, and she's like, well, what was so unique about it? I'm like, well, for her photo shoots, the first time we put the cameraman on top of the basket, and I don't know if we were allowed to do that, but we did it. And she was getting ready. I'm like, maybe you should warm up or something. So she did a jog to half court, and then she did like three dunks right in a row. So, I mean, she did it so easily. So it's obviously for fans, that would be a big moment, and I think she's tried to save it for the bricks. So we'll see when it happens. The big thing is we just want a made layup, so that's good with us.
Yeah,
so
the
we
2
like
points.
The steals. But I just want to compliment her because she had the big-time steal. She had the big-time hustle play, and we really showed those hustle plays after the game to the players for our Monday session. I'm like, to me, those are the ball games when you get those 50-50s, and when you get your 6'2" kids diving on the floor, things are going to be good for your team.
Yeah, I thought that really really, really stood out in this game. I mean, your team is always playing hard, but in this game, just everybody was all over the place, like controlled all over the place in a good way, going after those loose balls.
I like how you described as controlled chaos, as we've heard that before. So
yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? And if you're in control of that chaos, then maybe you can cause some chaos in some other teams as well.
We'll take that.
Yeah. But it was fun to watch all of that and just watch everybody get into this thing. This felt like one of those games where you just kind of had waves of different players doing different things, and in a lot of ways, that was kind of the storyline and through line of both of these wins on Saturday. But before we talk about Ella, just in general, it had to be a lot of fun to just watch so many different players step up and make a big play here and a big play there.
For sure. When we're at our best, we're rotating in each position, and we're keeping fresh legs, and everybody's giving us something great. And we really felt like we got that this game. We're able to work Brooke back into some minutes. That was her first game after, about a month and a half probably. So exciting to get her to move there, which allowed us to move Cadence a little bit to the 2. So that was kind of our first rotation of that, and you never know how that's going to be when a kid's been out of the rotation. And I just felt like the kids just, just like somebody subbed in, something else great happens, and somebody comes out and somebody's celebrating another teammate. And I just love how they celebrate each other, how they're ready to come in and give us something. But it was a really focused group, too. The staff, we were talking before the game, it was one of those games prior where you're like, this team's ready. They're locked in. And I can't say that all the time. You're not always sure.
They're a young team.
You want to be sure all the time. But they'd had a really great week, super focused. And for a young team to be that level of focused, just intentionally being on top and for each other, knowing that you're going to be on the road with an atmosphere that is not going to be necessarily cheering for you. We actually had a great fan base, and our fans were super loud. So that might have been the loudest I've heard Dahlberg on the positive side for us.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see how many people were there for that. You mentioned Brooke getting back. That's awesome. Very exciting to see her get back. We know she's been through a lot in injuries. For Dylan Phillip, I know we're kind of coming up on a year of her injury from last year. Where's she at? What kind of update do you have for her?
Yeah, so her testing it wasn't where we wanted it to be. So she's going to redshirt. At the time she was disappointed, right? She's been working extremely hard for the last year, but on the flip side, she gets to take a kind of spread out her master's program, and she gets 2 years to play with her sister, and 2 years where she gets 2 full years. And I think that was where, she is today. And you're never going to see Dylan have a bad day. Every day is a great day. She's going to be a trooper. She's one of the most mentally tough kids we've ever been a part of. And I said it was my fault because I told her I wanted to keep her here forever. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. I think this is on me. So we're going to keep her a little bit longer, and excited to have her. But so she's in redshirt protocol, so we'll work to get that season back for her. We're juniors and sophomores still.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we appreciate the update on that. In this game, though, we got to talk about Ella Johnson. What a day she had. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals, as we mentioned. And really, kind of at that end of that first half, you guys had opened up the big lead. Montana hits a couple shots. They got it back to about 12. And then Ella had that block. She hits a 3. Taylor hits a 3. And you guys kind of restabilized the ship. But, man, she was in fine peak performance in this one.
Well, she sure was, and what I loved about it is she didn't second guess anything. You know, we're coming off of a lot of different defenses we've been seeing, and so kind of threw us off that road trip, and just kind of going into this week knowing that they're going to have to do something different because Jamison was so effective getting into the paint, and we're like, do not second guess. We've got some counters for some things. But really the difference with our road trip and this road trip was when the team made the run, we didn't show a reaction. Yeah. And I love that they just didn't show a reaction and they just went to the next play and they made plays. And, those were big moments. You've got a transition layup and Ella comes in and she blocks it. I'm like, that's 2 points taken off the board. You have back-to-back threes, that's 6 points, and that tide turn, and it blew it open again. And without those, who knows, it's going to be a little bit tighter, and you have to grind it out. But, they just kept responding, and they showed their composure. And, for a young team, those are the things we've been looking for to kind of come through. So we hope that continues in that trend because that's great leadership moving forward.
Yeah, and you mentioned all the different defenses that have been getting thrown at you. Jamison Phillip is somebody who's getting kind of sagged off at times, but in this game, I felt like she really attacked things, and she was just so shifty and on balance in the post and kind of around the rim.
Yeah, after that road trip, especially to Idaho, I told her, I'm like, this is on me. You do not second guess. You need to take your jumper. She's attack-minded. Get a hip. Get to the foul line. The very first play, I think they did the exact same thing that Idaho did with the center in the paint. She hits the jumper in the very first play, and she went on and did what she does. So, credit our kids responding because they kind of sagged off of Ella, Jamison, Courtney. They all hit shots. They all made plays, and we were intentional about what we were doing. But, that's the nature of the game. Everybody's going to have a chess match.
Awesome. Well, here we go. You guys are back home, 7 o'clock against Weber on Thursday, 2 o'clock on Saturday. Going to be a lot of fun this week, Coach, and excited for this stretch run.
Yeah, we are too. We got 3 home games left, so let's show out. We're excited to be home this week.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. All right. Thank you to everybody coming out tonight. That's head women's coach Tricia Binford. Thank you, Coach Logie, Seth, Amunrud, and Teagan Erickson. This is Keaton Gillogly saying so long. We'll talk again next week. This has been Cat Chat presented by Learfield.
You've been listening to Cat Chat with Matt Logie.